video. Are you sure you want to be haunted by these videos for the rest of your life? Because these are the 30 scary videos supposedly guaranteed to haunt you forever. Number 30. Tornadoed. Brett isn't in Kansas anymore. Posted to TikTok by Brett Dudek. This TikToker captured an epic storm taking form outside his window. As the winds whip over the upper balcony, you can see tree branch after tree branch fly past.
Oh my.
Them trees going. You see, that's a whole tree that's for you.
Oh my god.
And then the trees start to bend, folding right in half. The ferocious tornado pulls no shots, and meanwhile Brett wonders if he should head downstairs.
Yo, should I get downstairs? I don't know what the to do.
All together now in the comments. Yes, Brett. Yes, you should. Number 29, manhole. While texting and driving is an obvious no-no, this viral footage shows that talking and walking can be just as dangerous. Published to Catch News. A woman in Oman was walking and talking on her phone when she fell right into an open manhole. The entire incident was captured on a home CCTV camera, which was shared by Twitter user Utkarsh Singh. The woman is seen wandering aimlessly on a narrow road, shopping bag in hand. To be fair, the manhole was covered moments before by this small vehicle. As it moves out of the way, the woman unfortunately doesn't see the open manhole that was obstructing. She disappears into the hole, and locals immediately rush forward to try and help her. Thankfully, the woman wasn't down there long. They were able to quickly lift her to safety, and she did not suffer any serious injury. Number 28, lateral ground movement. A 7.8 magnitude earthquake shook Nepal in April of 2015, published by the event recorder in June of 2015. This disturbing footage will show you just how massive its effects were. Watch as traffic and pedestrians first travel with ease. Little do they know their commute will soon rock their world. The camera and everything it's capturing starts to tremble as the earthquake begins. Notice all vehicles and bikes shift to the right and then sharply left. Traffic pulls to a stop, and pedestrians hold on for dear life and drop to the ground. In the distance, you can see dust kicking up from the lateral ground movement. The intensity of the earthquake is particularly visible in the shaking of this white van. As more people get down on the ground, the earthquake starts to ease up. Some in the comments say the tremors were felt all the way to central India, while others who were there in Nepal say the shockwaves felt even harder than they look. Number 20, exorcism gone wrong. When you toy with exorcisms, you're gonna get burned. Published in November of 2017, this scary video is gonna have us running for our lives. The footage shows a possessed woman with crazed eyes and red liquid dripping from her mouth, speaking in very demon voices as a team of exorcists surrounds her.
Do y'all see this? This supposed to be real now. Y'all believe it? Let me know in the comment section.
They watch the possessed woman warily, talking strictly to her, but she doesn't appear fazed. The man places his hand on her head, trying to convince the demon to release her. The demon roars in protest. Surrounding her bed, the group chants as the demon continues to scream and roar. After a while, whatever has possessed her seems to have fled. As the young woman returns to reality, or at least it momentarily loosens its grip, but then the possessed woman escapes as they search for her. But
Also,
things only get
like,
worse.
comment, subscribe.
With one man down, the team restarts their search. Linda's camera starts to malfunction, and then she sees this.
Like stuff that's
they
free.
find yet another of their colleagues has faced her wrath. And they also found her accomplice. The possessed woman soon reappears with a vengeance, but they are able to restrain her. As one of the team holds her down, she soon becomes possessed herself.
Oh, so you just jumping on people now? There gotta be some kind of look. Paid production movie or something.
Now they have a duo of demons on their hands. Both collapse as the exorcist chants over them, and this time it seems to have worked. They are freed. But what of the woman in black? While this might seem like the most intense, authentic exorcism video you've ever witnessed, I did some digging, and this video is apparently from a film called Kalima Paranormal. Fact or fiction, it still continues to haunt me.
I thought.
Number 18. In the doorway. Sometimes you don't even see what's right in front of you. Published by Indra Saputra Official. In March of 2022, this paranormal investigator should open his eyes. At the beginning of the clip, there seems to be something standing in the doorway, but it's unclear what it is. As the cameraman backs up, the camera turns away. When it turns back, the vague figure is gone. The cameraman heads toward the room and enters to look around. No one is inside. His camera's light goes dark for a moment, and when it comes on again, this thing is standing in the doorway.
It must be.
Yeah, like it goes, but he ain't see that go.
He doesn't react the way you think one might, so it seems like he doesn't even see it. But then you hear him retching, like he's either choking or throwing up.
To get you from behind because you ain't paying attention. Your surroundings.
Did he survive this haunted encounter? We can only guess. Number 27, The Hand. These boys were playing around when they realized someone else was in the game.
You see that?
Published by 3D Die 93 in March of 2009. One of the boys says he's going to hit the ball out of another's hands.
I'm gonna knock the ball out of that guy's hand.
Alright, go.
There's a hand that hit it for you. Check him out.
He achieves his aim, but what they didn't expect to catch on camera was this.
Did y'all see that? Somebody just reached out and tried to grab it.
What? Oh,
The cameraman rounds the corner, but there's no one there. Is this a ghost hand as the boys believe? Or is there some other explanation? All around, whatever is happening here is not a game. Number 15, Snow Creature. This is no abominable snowman. Published by Mysteries, this paranormal sighting will make your skin tingle with frostbite. A pale humanoid snow creature is captured peering from behind a tree in the snow-filled forest. The creature has long dark hair and stands on hoof-like feet. Its eyes are large and oval, its hands like claws, and it even has a tail. It looks vaguely female. Any idea what this creature is? Some say this is obviously a forest alien. Others say it's CGI and from a movie, but they can't name which one. Keeper Kid writes, maybe forest fires aren't so bad. Clearly this person hasn't spent a summer in Canada. Number 12. What is that? Who or what is standing in the corner? Published by Mr. Horror. This clip poses the question, what is that? A small child-sized figure with pale skin and long black hair is captured standing near a bookshelf. It looks like the figure's face is turned slightly toward the camera. It stands there very still for a time. You probably think it's a large doll or figurine, but toward the last seconds of the clip, it moves. Watch closely. Did you see it turn slightly? Some in the comments say it looks like an anime girl. Others say it's obviously a ghost. How about you? What do you think it is? Number 11, Haunted Building. What is watching from this rooftop? Published by Ghost Chenal in March of 2022. A man is patrolling a building. when this mysterious figure appears above him. Not clear if the watchman spies the figure, but it soon disappears. That's when strange things start happening. At first, the watchman seems pretty unfazed. Maybe he's used to strange things going on here. The figure then reappears. He walks away again, leaving more mysterious happenings in his wake. Reappearing on the second level of the home, the figure definitely seems to be powering these strange events. This time, when the objects drop, the watchman is more reactive. He runs around trying to find whatever is making the noises, but he doesn't see the figure above. What does this figure want? Maybe just attention.
Y'all see that? Sure. It's all on the floor. What y'all think that is? Go
the
up
thing
there,
creeps
man.
out further and the men back away.
Man, go up
After
there.
putting a safe distance between them, they turn around, and the mysterious creature starts crawling more rapidly toward
man, it's
them.
coming towards
It
them.
then starts making this freaky noise.
What you running for? That's what you came there for?
A closer look at the creature reveals it's not human. Not at all. What is this thing? You can't get far away enough. Number 16. Creepy Creature. Throw your whole phone away. Published by Sergio Alonso. This short clip will give you the heebie-jeebies. This scary video shows a paranormal team walking down a creepy hallway. As they near a corner, this pale demon crawls around the bend. Number 26, Unwanted Guest. These homeowners in Naples, Florida, received an unwanted guest on their doorstep, published by the Daily Mail. A large black bear actually rang the homeowner's doorbell in an attempt to be welcomed inside. Ring video shows the bear approach the front door, knocking into some Christmas decorations as he does. He then presses his nose to the doorbell, answering through the intercom. The frightened homeowner tells the bear to go away.
Bear, go. Bear, go away. Bear, go away. He's looking at me. Bear, go away.
Looking very put out, the bear eventually does. Florida bear season typically peaks in December and drops as winter kicks in, sending bears into a state of lethargy. Floridians are warned to secure their trash cans and not to feed the bears, which can consume up to 20,000 calories a day. To be fair, this one looks like it was just in search of a warm bed. He was even polite enough to ring the doorbell. Number 25, Close Call. This storm nearly took out some very precious cargo. Published by News 10 NBC in March of 2017, footage captured a tree coming too close to falling on a school bus. Filmed in Rochester, New York, the scary video shows the school bus pulling to a stop moments before a tree and power line collapse onto the road in front of it. The bus only slowed because some folks in the neighborhood flagged the driver, warning him of what was up ahead.
10 seconds later, the bus comes. And then again, 10 seconds after that, the tree comes down. And that's when the video shows neighbors running towards the bus.
You can see the large tree in question hanging at an angle, but who knew it was going to fall like it did just seconds later? In doing so, it collapsed onto the nearby power lines, dragging them and the power poles down with it. The tree was so heavy it even snapped one power pole in half. There were 3 or 4 kids on the bus at the time of the incident. Luckily, everyone was all right. The windstorm in Rochester had reached 81 miles per hour earlier that day, according to local reports, with several power lines down, trees bent and broken, and roofs blown off. Number 24, Shark Chase. Would you have the cojones to get this close to a shark? Published by Ivan Vaverka in July of 2010, this small fishing boat faced off with 2 huge basking sharks off Blaine Beach in Scotland. After the whale shark, the basking shark is the second largest living shark, reaching some 7.9 meters or 26 feet in length. They can weigh up to 11,000 pounds. In the video, the shark's enormous fin can be seen, surfacing not far from the fishing boat.
But they still
We
using
have a basket
DBS
shark right beside us in the boat here.
Sharks.
It's a huge big fin.
As the boat picks up some speed, you can see the second shark off in the distance, while the first circles around. The shark looks huge, lying in wait just beneath the surface.
It's a bit scary. That was a bit scary. I hope he's no under us now. He's behind us. Oh, he's coming for us fast. This isn't a very big boat.
They get closer, but as its mouth comes toward the boat, they take off again. The shark is giving chase. You can see his fin directed their way as they pull further from it. While this may look super risky, basking sharks aren't known to eat people. Rather, they're one of only 3 shark species to eat plankton. Knowing that, you'd probably still be freaked out if you saw this barreling down on you in the water. I know I would be. Number 23, Dust Storm in Delhi. Do you want to see the Mad Max world in real life? Here's a preview. Posted to TikTok by Neelkant Bakshi. This Delhi dust storm is certainly terrifying. Several vehicles are seen traveling cautiously down an interstate, while a dust storm whips up around them, clouding the surroundings in a veil of foggy dust.
I discovered the 8 immortal kings of Samaria lived a total of 241,000.
Man, I just stand in it, man. Had to breathe it.
The region had experienced a recent heat wave. While the storm brought much needed rain with it, most agreed the abrupt change in weather was scary. It does look like weather you could get lost in. Number 22, Underwater Survivor. You may have heard this incredible story in passing, but have you seen the original uncut footage? Published in December of 2013, the story begins with a JazzCon 4 tug capsizing off the Nigerian coast on May 26, 2013. 12 people were on board, only one survived, and his survival was a miracle. The ship's cook, Okene Harrison, remained underwater for 2 whole days after the ship capsized, saved by an air bubble. When the DCN diving rescue team dove to search the wreckage, they no doubt didn't expect to find any survivors, but they were met with the unexpected, and here's the footage. The diver sees the cook's hand first, then the hand reaches for his and grasps it. Both the rescuer and the cook must have been in shock in this moment. The radio commander coaches the rescuer to try and keep the survivor calm.
Alright, you found one, yeah? He's alive, he's alive. Okay, keep him there. Alright, just alright, just hold him there, okay? Keep him there.
That's a miracle right there, man.
Okay?
A moment later, they witness how Harrison managed to survive. Although Harrison is visibly shaken, he readily climbs into the harness provided for him in order to be lifted out of this purgatory. They then hook him up with some breathing equipment, and finally they start towards safety. As the DCN radio commander says, Harrison is a survivor.
How are you in the bell, Harrison? Give me a thumbs up. Good job, my friend. Well done. You're a survivor.
Reuters reported that Harrison called his survival a miracle, and I find that understandable. After all, it certainly was a miraculous rescue. Number 19, Strange Creature. A growth, a remnant, a creature? Published in October of 2011. Orphan Expresso writes, upon opening in 1977 Olympia Cremina boiler, I found the strangest thing. Well, don't leave us hanging. Orphan Expresso rebuilds various machines, particularly Cremina boilers. This is what he found inside of one.
It's the first time I've seen this.
Well, I should think so.
It's like a little coral reef growing in there.
What the hell is that?
It's not alive, is it?
I don't think so. It's fibrous somehow.
As the man pries the thing out of the machine, they They wonder if it's alive. He says it's fibrous. Then he says the mama is inside the pipe. He claims it looks like the blob.
This scale, this is outstanding.
What is it, y'all?
Oh, now I can see
You
it.
see?
Now
It's
I can
like the
see
blob
it.
in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But
That's just
I
really.
don't know what this stuff
This is gross.
Is it a piece of a sponge gone bad?
Really nasty.
I kind of think so, but I'd rather go with the blob. Number 17, Witchcraft, published by Mindseed TV in October of 2021. This paranormal team has placed themselves within feet of a live witch in this scary video. After finding a passed away animal in the middle of the grass, the team comes across what may have taken its life, a homemade dagger.
See this? What?
What is it, a dog or something?
It's like a. Where?
Later, they enter this abandoned structure and encounter makeshift stick crosses dangling from the ceiling. They also find jars full of rancid remains.
Yeah,
While they are
they-
unsure what is
the old person
inside,
moved
the
up with
contents
chaps.
stink.
It's still her house. She gonna get you. She gonna come in y'all house, but y'all gonna make her come in y'all house now.
They set up a spirit box. Lights start to go off, but even scarier in the distance, they hear screaming. The screaming seems to be coming closer.
Oh!
I can't get you.
Yeah, kill the light for a second. Okay. Yeah, no. No, let's go.
And as they try to escape, the sound continues from behind them.
Told she knew y'all was in her stuff, man. Hey, should have followed y'all home, man.
I'm closer.
Now y'all got a witch on your back.
Kind of.
Will they outrun it?
Witch
Or
on
will
your
the
back.
witch have them picked and jarred soon enough? For more scary videos like this, be sure to check out their channel. It's linked in the description below. Number 14, Home Alone. If you hear whispering when you're home alone, you're probably not actually alone. Posted to the haunted subreddit by Please Recycle Those. No one else is here, and this Redditor thinks there's someone downstairs. I'm gonna crank up the volume for this one. The Redditor is filming the stairway that leads down into a living room. You can hear the sound of faint voices, which some in the comments think sounds like two people having a conversation. Others think it sounds like a woman.
Here's some.
Theories range
Ain't
from
nobody
paranormal
doing
to
this.
robbery.
Something.
However, Redditor Get in the Box has a different theory. They write, I heard a conversation coming from our living room one night. It scared me so bad. Turned out to be Alexa working on some math problem on a low volume. The OP doesn't have any such virtual devices though. So what do you think it could be? I feel like this video was posted to the right place because it definitely seems like this place is haunted to me. Number 13, He Is Here. Using magnetic fields, this ghost hunter is communicating with the afterlife. Published by
Magnetic
01
fields.
Supernatural
Okay.
Studio in March of 2022. After quickly ascertaining that he's not alone, he finds the stairs are extra active.
越里面磁场越强。有，但也没有。
Later, he sees these changes as he enters a room.
看到这个我就想到最近电影那个咒啊。
He discovers the fields on the second floor are even stronger. He asks the spirit to give him more energy and his device spikes.
你跟着我上来了，若是的话，给我加一点能量。好的，感谢。
He sees the magnetic field is ripe here and sets up his camera. Then he speaks to the spirits, which respond. He hears a voice in the room, and a shadow moves in the next room over. The magnetic field changes in response.
那我想请教一下，有人会听到，这里面有些能量上反应好，是。
Ain't nothing that don't look like
那我想
nothing,
请教一下
y'all.，
As the ghost hunter continues his communication, in the end, he asks the spirit if he's leaning beside him, and the spirit responds in kind. He is there, and he's guaranteed to haunt you forever. Number 10, The Scream. This scary video will give you chills. Posted to the Ghosts subreddit, the footage was captured on Parrot Parent's Nest camera in the middle of the night. The house is dark and everyone's in bed. When the camera's audio records this, a spine-tingling scream rips through the night. It soars somewhere off screen. It doesn't seem to wake anyone in the house. Where is it coming from? Is someone hurt? Some in the comments think it may be a mountain lion or fox. Others a banshee. The OP says they don't live in mountain lion territory. The Redditor writes it 100% came from inside. Others mention that it does echo like it's in the room, but some think it sounds mechanical. What do you think? Could this haunted house sound effect have a logical explanation? It appears to me that we've got quite the mystery here. Number 9, Shadow Person. If you were working the night shift alone, this next video would definitely make you quit your job. Posted to the Ghosts subreddit. Isaac2406 writes, "This is from a couple years back at a place I work at. It was 3 a.m. Any thoughts? The video seems to show a semi-transparent figure appearing along a walkway. He moves past a well-lit area and around the corner into the dark. He is nothing but a vague shadow. Some think it's a manager locking up and wearing a shadow cloak. Others say that this effect can happen with low camera quality combined with low light conditions. But why is this happening during the witching hour? Is this a shadow man? As Redditor Angry Nana suggests, I don't know if we'll ever have a definitive answer. Number 8, Camouflage. Look around you. There's probably a creepy creature lurking near unseen. Published by UFO and Mysterious Creatures. This short clip shows that mysterious figures are all around us in camouflage. A camera pans a storage room and captures these two white eyes glowing from behind some boxes.
Like a little dog.
Upon closer inspection, the eyes are set in an extraterrestrial-like face with a wide triangular brow. Some in the comments are asking what it is. Others are venturing their guesses, with some saying it's an owl, but this doesn't look like any owl I've ever seen. What do you think it is? Number 7, In the Window. Submitted to the Chills Narrator subreddit, BD Delivery writes, "Took this about a year ago and didn't notice till weeks later. There is an old Catholic church directly across the street. Let's see if we can see what he's talking about."
I was just checking out the house and I zoomed in. Check it out. Look at that.
Okay, I definitely see something in this window. It looks like the nun from the Conjuring series to me. What do you think is going on here? Is this old church haunted? Or is it a case of pareidolia like some commenters suggest? Number 6, The Stone House. What is whistling inside this abandoned structure? Published by Ricky Velasquez. We're about to find out. A stone fell into this house and basically made it unlivable. But it sounds like someone still lives here.
¿Estás tratando de decirme algo?
Ricky's paranormal devices are triggered by something unseen on the stairs, and as the sensors continue to go off, things intensify. Ricky seems to spot the Holmes family. Do they still reside here, in spite of everything? Maybe they didn't abandon the place after all. Number 5, Haunted Hallway. Is this the most haunted hallway on Earth? Published by Ghost Hunting Unique 0.4 in April of 2022. Several young men are seen passing through the hallway to the outside. Nothing unusual until this happens. The chair slides all over the place before making its way into an adjacent room. As residents continue to go about their day, moving through the haunted hallway without concern, this half-torso appears mid-air.
No, you see that? Good CGI. Good CGI.
The shadowy torso heads up the stairs and then disappears. Several more mysterious things happen, including flying objects that then drift up the stairs, the strange torso reappearing, and a broom taking on a life of its own. Strange that it all happens when no one is there. What do you think is going on in this mysterious hallway? Number 4, Scary House. A man took 3 lives in this home, followed by his own. Published in May of 2020, Danny Dorito and his paranormal team have come to investigate. On the wall of the home, they find this mysterious drawing. Carved into the wood is the sketch of a girl with the name Alex scratched below. Above it, some numbers are written upside down across another wooden plank.
Move your light away.
Bro, that says Alex. You look at it?
Maybe that's the other girl's name.
Alex?
Maybe it was 2 daughters.
Yeah.
It's a bad man abandoned house. Anybody could have been dead.
But, so, we know one of the, I guess, I thought it was a boy and a girl, but I think it was 2 girls.
The number is 05/59167/1/1. Well, these numbers could be explained away. Perhaps some code used for storage or installation. What is this drawing? Did one of his poor victims draw it? Or is it in memoriam? Number 3, Ghost Cat. Don't mind the real cat you see in this video. Instead, look for its phantom friend. Published in March of 2021, Bama38G writes, "Have to watch close as video first starts at the bottom of the screen. You'll see a white blur run from right to left. The black cat comes out after and is looking freaked out in the direction the blur went. Is this a case of visual artifacts caused by low lighting, or does the real cat's reaction convince you that something was truly there? It seems to me we'll now forever wonder if this ghost cat is just a figment of our imagination." Number 2, Skinwalker. Is this a skinwalker disguised as a human? Posted to TikTok by Phobias and More. A figure is standing at a distance screaming for help at dusk, but should it be trusted? The figure is shouting its lungs out, and yet he is barely moving. A close-up even shows that its movements are super glitchy and unnatural. It's incredibly uncanny. Many in the comments think that the figure isn't what it seems. Skinwalker or not, TikToker Snecky writes, if he actually needed help, he wouldn't be stood still like that, unless there's something extremely weird going on with him. I couldn't agree more. 1. Circle of Horror. What mysteries does this ancient circle of rocks hold? Published by TC Explorer. The paranormal team was seconds into making an intro when this happened. The REM pod starts immediately going nuts.
Okay.
Who is here? The team is at this stone circle, the purpose of which has been a mystery for hundreds of years. When they ask the spirits if they want the team to try the Ouija board, the lights on their paranormal devices spike.
Should we try Ouija?
Ask for trouble. Go ahead and do it. We here to watch it. That's what we here for.
You want us to try the Ouija?
It's just spiked when you said the Ouija. And it's out of focus now on the K2.
Later, one of the team is asking the questions, while the other is wearing headphones to listen into the spirits. He cannot hear his teammate. Watch closely.
Yes, to leave.
Oh, somebody touched me.
You know what I asked?
No?
Do you want us to leave?
Like somebody was tapping on my shoulder. And there was like a scream and like...
It seems it's time to leave. Did whatever tapped them on the shoulder follow? Let's hope not. After this, I would never go back to this place again. They say these videos are too scary for most people to handle.
This story is extraordinary, especially if it's true. And it all started